ഓം ഓം ശ്രീ ഗുരുഭ്യോ നമഃ. ഹരി ഓം. ഓം ഗണാനാം ത്വാ ഗണപതിഗും ഹവാമഹേ കവിം കവീനാം ഉപമശ്രവസ്തമം ജ്യേഷ്ഠരാജം ബ്രഹ്മണാം ബ്രഹ്മണസ്പത ആനശൃണ്വന്നോതിഭിः സീദസാദനം. ഓം ശ്രീ മഹാഗണപതയേ നമഃ. ഓം നമഃ ശിവായ ഗുരവേ സച്ചിദാനന്ദമൂർത്തയേ നിഷ്പ്രപഞ്ചായ ശാന്തായ നിരാലംബായ തേജസേ. ഓം യസ്യാത്മഭൂതസ്യ ഗുരുപ്രസാദാത് അഹം വിമുക്തോസ്മി സംസാരബന്ധാത്. സർവോപദിഷ്ടു ശിവാനന്ദമൂർത്തേഃ മൃദ്വംഗ്രിരുക്മം പ്രണതോസ്മി നിത്യം. ദയാസിന്ധും ദീനബന്ധും ശാസ്ത്രാർത്ഥബോധനപട്ടും മസ്കരീന്ദ്രവരം നൗമി ശ്രീചിദാനന്ദസദ്ഗുരും. ഓം പ്രാണിനാം ദുഃഖഹർത്താരൗ ജ്ഞാനദോ ഭുവനമുക്തയേ ശിവാനന്ദചിദാനന്ദോ ആശ്രയേ ഗുരുസത്തമോ. ഓം ശാന്താത്മാനം പ്രണതസുലഭം സിദ്ധവിദ്യാപ്രഭാവം ഭാസ്വദ്രൂപം സുഗുണനിലയം ധ്വസ്തകർമാദിവർഗം പ്രജ്ഞാവൃദ്ധം ന ച സമദൃശം താരതം ത്യാഗിബദ്ധ്യം സാക്ഷാത് ഈശം മമ ഗുരുവരം ശിവാനന്ദം നതോസ്മി. ശിവാനന്ദം നതോസ്മി. ഓം വിശ്വം ദർപ്പണദൃശ്യമാനനഗരീതുല്യം നിജാന്തർഗതം പശ്യന്നാത്മനി മായയാ ബഹിരിബോദ്ഭൂതം യഥാ നിദ്രയാ യസ്സാക്ഷാത് കുരുതേ പ്രബോധസമയേ സ്വാത്മാനമേവാദ്വയം തസ്മൈ ശ്രീഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമഃ. ശ്രീദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. ബീജസ്യാന്തരിവാങ്കുരോ ജഗദിദം പ്രാങ് നിർവികൽപം പുനഃ മായാകൽപ്പിത ദേശകാലകലനാ വൈചിത്രചിത്രീകൃതം മായാവീവ വിജൃംഭയത്യപി മഹായോഗീ വയസ്വേച്ഛയാ തസ്മൈ ശ്രീഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമഃ. ശ്രീദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. യസ്യൈവ സ്ഫുരണം സദാത്മകം അസത്കൽപ്പാർത്ഥകം ഭാസത്തെ സാക്ഷാത് തത്വമസീതി വേദവചസാം യോ ബോധയത്യാശ്രിതാൻ യസ്സാക്ഷാത്കരണാത് ഭവേന്ന പുനരാവൃത്തിഃ ഭവംഭോനിധൗ തസ്മൈ ശ്രീഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമഃ. ശ്രീദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. നാനാഛിദ്രകടോദരസ്ഥിതമഹാ ദീപപ്രഭാഭാസ്വരം ജ്ഞാനം യസ്യ തു ചക്ഷുരാധികരണദ്വാരാ ബഹിസ്പന്ദതേ ജാനാമീതി തമേവ ഭാന്തം അനുപാത്യേതത്സമസ്തം ജഗത് തസ്മൈ ശ്രീഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമഃ. ശ്രീദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. ദേഹം പ്രാണമപീന്ദ്രിയാണ്യപി ചലാം ബുദ്ധിം ച ശൂന്യം വിദുഃ സ്ത്രീബാലാന്തജലോപമാസ്ത്വഹമിതി ഭ്രാന്താഭൃശംവാദിനഃ മായാശക്തിവിലാസകൽപ്പിതമഹാ വ്യാമോഹസംഹാരിണേ തസ്മൈ ശ്രീഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമഃ. ശ്രീദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. ഓം ഭദ്രം കർണേഭിः ശൃണുയാ ദേവാः ഭദ്രം പശ്യേമാക്ഷഭിർയജത്രാः സ്ഥിരൈരംഗൈസ്തുഷ്ടുവാഗുംസस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः. स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. सो पंचम प्रश्न. अतहैनं शैब्यः सत्यकामः पप्रच्छ स यो ह वै तद्भगवन्मनुष्येषु Prajanantam Omkaram Abhidyayitam Katamamba Vasatena Logam Jetiti. So Satyagama, Shaibya Satyagama then asked the question, Hey Bhagavan, anyone who is Prajanantam Omkaram Abhidhyayita, remaining in the Gurukula or otherwise also, if he is doing upasana of Omkara until death, which loka he will go? What he will achieve? That was the question. Which loka? Chandraloka, Swargaloka or Brahmaloka? What spiritual progress he will achieve? What loka he will achieve means we don't take what loka he will achieve. What he will achieve, what will be his spiritual progress. So for that he says, Sat Ekamatram Abhidyayita Satena Samvedidaha Turname Vajagatyam Abhisampadyate Tamrucho Manushyalokam Upanayante Satatra Tapasa Brahmacharyena Shraddhaya Sampannu Mahimana Manubhavati. So Okara is Akara, Ukara, Makara, Anuswara. 4 padas. So anybody who is doing the upasana with one matra, so they say Akara upasana. Akara upasana means that is not that way actually. Okay. Akara upasana, supposing, so that a person says, oh, he is a lion. Then immediately you should not think that he will be walking on 4 legs. Lion is an example. So he is very bold and very courageous person. Okay. So this is a simile. It's an example is given. So does not mean. Many times our examples, Namah Pangajanabhaya, Namah Pangajanetraya, Namaste Pangajamalini. Pangajanetra, suppose if you tell to a Russian, what is this lotus eye? Whether there will be a lotus in the eye, he will ask. We take it, we understand lotus eye means. But do you think that a Russian will understand? One Israeli boy was here. He attended the class. Then he asked Asopaji. He attended the class, then he asked Asopaji, where is this Atma? Whether it is here, or anywhere, he asked. Whether Atma is here. Soul is here. Soul is here. So soul is here. So many ideas are there. Then he said, soul is everywhere in the body. Acha. Then he asked another question. Suppose if I am traveling and I met with an accident and one hand is cut. Some accident happened, they ampute this hand. So he goes with one hand is moving. So whether that extent is soul lost. Okay? Genuine question you see. Soul is everywhere, so this is one hand is not there. So to that extent, one hand soul is less. If you put 100 rupees and then take 2 rupees, means 98 rupees alone will be there. Asopaji laughed. Then I was there. You asked this question to Swamiji, he said. So why? Because he is not able to understand that prayoga. This is a literary prayoga. So something which is not normal. What our Vyavahara language is useful for Vyavahara only. This is not Vyavahara, this is something beyond Vyavahara. So the Vyavahara language has to be used to say something which is not Vyavahara. Vyavahara, you understand? Worldly. Okay? Vyavahara, you understand this? So worldly language can explain only worldly things. It cannot explain spiritual things. So that is why the problem. That's why this para, this guna, saguna, all these things, many have got lot of wrong conception. So that is being cleared here. So whosoever do ekamatra upasana, then akara upasana, then he is. So this yartha devata, jagatyam abhisampadyate, so that it will bless him. Tam richo, then Rigvedas, manushyalokam upanayante, after his death, he will be back again in this manushyaloka, and then having got that birth, tapasa brahmacharyena shraddhaya sampannaha. So he will be endowed with tapasya, he will lead a very spiritual life, and that he enjoys that mahima. Okay? I will come to that last. One by one they will come. Atayati dvimatrena manasi sampadyate su antariksham yadibhi unniyate somalokam sa somaloke vibhuti manibhuye punaravartate. Suppose if he is meditated on dvimatra, akara and ukara matra, dvimatra, don't think that avu like that, not upasana like that, okay? Akara Ukara Matra Upasana. That I will come explain. Sampajyati. So Antariksham Yajbihi Unniyate. So this Yajurveda Devata will come and take him to the Antariksha, to the Somaloka. Chandraloka it will take him. So he will enjoy the pleasures in this Chandraloka. And then Sasomaloke, Vibhuti Manibhuya, Punaravartati. Having enjoyed that, again he will come back to this earth. And again he will continue with his spiritual practices. Okay? Up to this we have covered. Yap punaredam trimatrena omityena eva acharena param purusham abhidyayita sa tejasi surye sampannaha yatha padodaraha tvaja vinirmuchyate evam havai sa papmana vinirmuktaha sa samabhihi unniyate brahmalokam sa etasmad jivaganat paratparam purishayam purishamikshade tatetau slokau bhavataha yapunaha etam trimatrena omityetena aksharena param purusham abhidyayita. Whosoever meditates on the Parama Purusha with all the three matras, akara, ukara, makara matras, sa tejasa surya sampannaha, blessed by the Surya. So bhuhu bhuvaha suvaha, okay? This Vyakriti Devatas. Yata padodaraha tvacha vinirmuchya. Padodara means snake. Snake. Padodara means snake. So padodara, the snake, sometimes they got a slough, when in between two stones it will go and it will remove the shirt. The snake wears a shirt. So that shirt they will remove. Kurta they will remove. Okay. What do you say in Hindi for that? Huh? Okay, I do not know. Okay. So that they remove. Padodara, this skin will go away. Sometimes here academy also we find that. Sometimes the slough will be there. Slough, I think English. Huh? Slough. Evam siya papana vinurmukta. So those who do the Trimatra Upasana, all his papa will go. As the snake throws away its old skin, like that his papa will be removed totally. Then Samabhihi Unniyate, the Samavedas will take him to Brahmaloka. So then having gone there, Yatasmat Jivaganat Paradaram Purishayam Purusham Ikshate. There he Purusham Ikshate. He has a direct vision of that Purusha who is there in everybody. Purishayam Purusham Ikshate. So he will have the darshan of Purusha. He will have the darshan of Bhagavan. Okay? In that respect, these mantras are there. These mantras are there. Okay? Then next I will finish this and I'll come to you. Tisro matra mrityumatyaha prayukta anyonyasakta anadiprayukta kriyasu bahyabhyantara madhyamasu samyak prayuktasu nakampadeknyaha. Tisro matra, all the three matras, akara, ukara, makara matras, mrityumatyaha, all these, omkara also, upasana, omkara, upasana also, it will mrityumatyaha, it all has got mrityu bhaya is there, that we will be coming back again. Ultimate salvation, atyantika moksha will not be there even when you are doing the Trimatra Upasana. Mrityumatyaha, prayuktaha, anyonyasaktaha. So, whether you use it connected to that or unconnected. In kriyasu bhashya abhyantaratyamasu, in all the kriyas, antara kriya or bhashya kriya. So if you use that, mrityumatyaha, but kampadeknyaha, but he will not tremble, he will not have fear. That is told. Okay? Then I will finish this mantra and come back to this. Rigbihi yetam yajur birantariksham samabhir yat tatkavayo vedayanti tam omkarena ayatane nanveti vidwan yattati shantam ajaram amritam abhayam param cheti. So the Rigveda brings you to this loka, akara matra. If you do upasana, ekadesha upasana, akara matra, if you do ekadesha upasana of omkara, first to ekadesha upasana, the Rigveda will bring you again to this earth. And there you will continue your spiritual life. What is told here is, whatever upasana you do, that won't be lost. It is not like punya. Punya, if you enjoy the pleasures, punya will be lost. Here, whatever spiritual exercise you have done, that will never be lost, and it will bring you here and make you to continue to do the upasana. So, Yajubihi Antariksham. Yajurveda also like that. This Antariksha over there, and then again it brings here, and you will continue with the upasana. Samabihi yatate kavayo vedayante. With Samaveda also, takes you to the Surya Loka, and then again you come back, and all these pleasures of life will be here. Tam Omkarenaiva ayatanen anbeti. So the Omkara upasana will give you all the pleasures of this world and will help you to have all spiritual practices. Continue your spiritual practices here. Omkara upasana will help you to have the continuous spiritual upasanas here. Okay? Vidwan yattati, that then also Shantam, Ajaram, Amridam, Abhayam, Param Chedi. It will also give you that ultimate realization. Ultimate realization. So what I have told you now, the essence I tell you, the Omkara Upasana will each, suppose if you do partial Upasana, Ekadash Upasana, it gives you this benefit. If you do this much, you get this much. Suppose you are doing this much work. Up to noon you work, I will give you 10 rupees. Up to evening work, I will give you 20 rupees. Up to night you work, I give you 30 rupees. Like that, whatever you do, you get the benefit. Okay? But that ends there. Up to noon you work, I will give you 10 rupees, means 10 rupees, it ends there. It will not continue. Okay? Here all these upasana benefits will continue and will take you to the ultimate salvation. Now, this point, normally we are confused about this. Saguna and Nirguna. Param and Para and Apara. And Bhakti and Jnana. All these things we have got some confusion because of all Kathagas, so many people say blah, 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 like this. What is Saguna? This Omkara Upasana is Saguna Upasana. We see all our upasanas are with Om. Om Vishwasmai Namaha, Om Ashatkaraya Namaha, Om, like that, okay? Om Sri Krishnaya Namaha, Om Kamalanathaya Namaha. Whenever we do puja or anything, Om, we add. All the namavalis, we add Om. Without Om, we don't. Vishwasmai Namaha, Vishnave Namaha, Ashatkaraya Namaha, we don't say like that. Om Vishwasmai Namaha, Om Ashatkaraya Namaha, Om Bhutabhavya Bhavat Prabhave Namaha. Like that it goes, okay? So we add Om. So what is, according to you, Saguna and what is Nirguna? What is Saguna and what is Nirguna? What is Akara and what is Nirakara? You should have a concept about it. What is Saguna? Saguna Brahman, Nirguna Brahman. Saguna Upasana, Nirguna Upasana. Eh?
The attributes.
What is their attribute? What is attribute? Okay. Bhagavan Sri Krishna is Saguna and Brahman is Nirguna. That is a wrong concept. Whatever we know is Saguna only. You cannot know Nirguna. You cannot know Nirakara. Nirakara, how will you know? Akara only you will know. Okay? Nirakara, how will you know? Your mind cannot conceive Nirakara. Whether you can conceive Nirakara. Is there anything beyond your guna? Whenever you speak, it becomes within the gunas. What is the Nirguna? Nirguna Upasana, this. What is Nirguna Upasana? Sometimes you have to think like that. What is Bhakti? What is Bhakti? Love for God. Okay? Go on. Some love for God is there. Maybe for some benefit. Whatever it is okay. And what is Jnana? You know what is the definition in the Bhagavad for karma and bhakti and jnana? Jnana, sa vidya. Eh? That is Upanishad. That is correct, but that is sa vidya. That is Vedanta definition. Sa vidya tan matir yaya. When the mind is full of Bhagavan, that is called jnana. When the mind is partially Bhagavan, that is bhakti. Not parabhakti, aparabhakti. Now you all have bhakti. Whether the mind is full of Bhagavan? No. Okay. So the partial bhakti, 50% mind is to Bhagavan and 50% to other things also. Sometimes it is with Bhagavan and sometimes it will not be with Bhagavan. Sometimes you are devoted to Bhagavan and other times you are not devoted to Bhagavan. To be keep on doing like this. So when the mind is full of Bhagavan, then it is called with jnana. All our upasanas are saguna. But saguna means that all the saguna means vastu paricheda, that's what. Some paricheda is there because of that is. Suppose if it is Bhagavan Dayalu, then who is Kurura? Somebody is opposite to Dayalu. No, opposite to Dayalu is cannot be outside Bhagavan. So whenever we consider something that is parichinna, it is conditioned, it is limited, because mind conceives only partially. When the mind conceives fully everything, then it is no more saguna, it becomes nirguna. Okay? Namo Jeshtaya Jaganishtaya Jaya Nama Purvajaya Jabarajaya Janamo Madhyamaya Jabagalbhaya Ja. Okay? Kanishta and Sreshta together, what is it? That something cannot be Kanishta and Jeshta. Something cannot be pure and impure. Something cannot be tall and short. Okay? So Nirguna means total. Everything is included. Aham sarvam abhavam. Whether it is Nirguna or Saguna. When I am sarvam means Nirguna and Saguna together is sarvam. Yesterday I told you sarvam Narayana. So he cannot be Nirguna is not Narayana. Saguna only is Narayana means what? Sarvam it won't be there. Sarvam minus Nirguna is Narayana. Okay? So everything means then it is automatically loses that character. Whatever word you say, whatever you conceive, the opposite is there. You understand me? Whatever you conceive, it is parichinna. It is a limitation. Opposite of that is not there. If the opposite is also included, then what becomes? It becomes Saguna becomes Nirguna also. Okay? Now, in the Bhagavad, all these stutis are Saguna, Nirguna together. Similarly, Nirakara. Nirakara means what? You can only understand the Akara. How will you understand Nirakara? Bhagavan Nirakara, Bhagavan. We don't worship him, idol worship. We only Nirakara Bhagavan. What is that Nirakara Bhagavan? Somebody says we don't worship all these Akara. And then what do you worship? Nirakara. What is Nirakara? How to understand Nirakara? All Akaras together is Nirakara. Otherwise, where will be Nirakara will be there? How will you know Nirakara? The mind, well, all Akaras come into the mind, what will happen to the mind, you tell me? Well, if you conceive all things together, what will happen? Mind will die. Okay? If you consume all the food prepared in the, I'm very hungry, give all the food in the kitchen means what will happen? You cannot eat. You won't survive. Likewise, all if you consume, sarvam kalvidam brahma. If sarvam is there, automatically nirakara, sakara, saguna, nirguna, all these things are gone. All beyond everything it becomes. In Bhagavad you see every stuti will have these two aspects together. And the classical example is of all the stutis, the highest Vedanta stuti is by the Gajendra Moksha stuti. And next is Prahalada. Gajendra Moksha stuti. The Gajendra Moksha Bhagavan, when the elephant was caught by the crocodile. And then finally he makes a prayer. And that prayer is very tough. Even if you read the Hindi meaning, it's very difficult to understand. You have to contemplate. Too much you have to contemplate. Explanation is very difficult. You have to contemplate also. And then he makes a stuti. After the stuti is over, Bhagavan comes there. How Bhagavan comes there? Bhagavan comes and the chakra he cuts, the nakra. So he comes as Hari. He comes as Hari. But this Stuti was not to Hari. This Stuti was addressed to Nirguna. Total Nirguna Stuti. You give me the book. I will read a few slokas and you go through also. It is in the 8th skanda, 3rd chapter. Later on you refer to this. 8th skanda, 3rd chapter I think, and let me see. Yes, 8th chapter, 3rd skanda. So it starts like this. Om Namo Bhagavate Tasmai Yata Etatchitatmagam Purushaya Adibijaya Pareshaya Abhidhimahi. So Abhidhimahi, Gayatri Shabda Prayoga, Dhimahi. I meditate upon that. Tasmai Etat Chitatmagam. Chidatmagam, Jnana Surupam. And then Purushaya, it is Purusha. Adibijaya, the first cause. Adibijaya, Pareshaya, the supreme reality. So that supreme reality I meditate. First sloka is Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Bhagavate. Bhagavate normally we think it is Saguna. Okay? Vadanti tat tattvavitas tattvam yajnanavatmayam brahmedi paramatmedi bhagavan iti shabdyate. Bhagavan initially says, Vadanti tat tattvavitaha. Tattvavit, they say like this. Vadanti tat tattvavitaha. Vadanti tat tattvavitas tattvam. That tattva, Vedanta tattva is tattvam, they say like this. Vadanti tat tattvavitas tattvam. Yat jnanam advayam. Advayam jnanam. Advaita jnanam is called a tattva. That is also called Brahma. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti shabdyate. So Bhagavan, Brahma, Tattva, Jnana, all these are one. Then it comes in the Bhagavad. Okay. Then here he starts that. Namo Bhagavate Tasmai Yatayetatchidatmakam Purushaya Adibijaya Pareshaya Abhidhimahi Yasmin Nidam Yataschedam Yenedam Yaidam Swayam Yo Asmat Parasmascha Parastam Pravadye Swayam Bhuvam. Yasmin Nidam, from where all these things are come. Yataschedam, as it stands as what? Yat ova, that, what is that in the Taittiriya Upanishad it starts? From where it is born and where it is. Yat ova imani bhutani jayante ye najatani jivanti yat prayantyapi samvisantiti tad vijijñasasva yat ova imani bhutani jayante. From where all these things have come, in which everything remains, and into which everything goes, that you find out. Yatova imani bhutani jayante, from where all these things have gone. That was the question here also, okay? Yatova imani bhutani jayante, yena jatani jivanti, by which it is all living, and into which everything goes. You and me also, okay? So the same thing. Yasmin nidam, yataschedam, yenedam, yaidam, swayam. What is this? From where it has come? So all these questions. Then slowly he goes. All the slokas are like that. Nama Atma Pradivaya Sakshine Paramatmane Namo Giram Viduraya Manasas Chetasamapi Nama Atma Pradivaya. One who is the Atma Swarupa, Prakasha gives. Sakshine, who is the witness of everything. Sakshine Paramatmane, Paramatma. Namo Giram Viduraya. Gira means Vani. Yato Vacho Nivartande Namo Giram Viduraya. That which cannot be explained with the words. Manasas Chetasamapi. That which cannot be comprehended by mind. Yato Vacho Nivartande Aprapya Manasataka. Manasas Chetasamapi. Mind and Chitta cannot comprehend. Like that, he makes all this Stuti. Okay. After that, before then when we concluded the Stotra, then one by one, all the people thought, to whom it is addressed? Hari Om, you come here, I say. Who will come? Hari Om, you come here. Everybody will look whether you are called me or... So when he made this Stuti, everyone thought to whom it is addressed. That's how it is, Bhagavad Gita is mentioned. Evam Gajendram Upavarnita Nirvishesham. Evam Gajendram Upavarnita Nirvishesham. Gajendra has made this Stuti which has no Vishesha. Everyone has Vishesha. Vishesha means what? Everyone has got some specific qualification. He is tall, he is short, he is this, he is that. So with that only we identify. You cannot identify anybody without some Vishesha. Okay? So, evam Gajendra Upavarnita Nirvishesham. He has explained, he has made a stuti without any Vishesha pada. Suppose Trishuladhari means Shiva will say, me only called. No. Shargadhari, I will come. So one by one will come. Lakshmi, Pate, oh, it is me only. No, Gauri Pate, he told. So Bhagavan Shiva will say. Nirvishesham. Evam Upavarnita Nirvishesham, it is 30th sloka. Brahmadayo Vividalinga Vidabhimanaha. Brahma, etc., all these people, they have got their own abhimana about, I have got this linga, I have got this linga, like that. So, to whom this fellow has addressed, none of these qualifications mentioned is applicable to us, whom they were all thinking like that. Naiteyad Upasasrubuhu Nikilatmakatvad, because it is Nikilatmakatvad, it is because everything together he puts. It is sum total, the explanation is sum total actually. Abhishesha Swarupa, Nirvishesha Swarupa. Tatra Khila Maramayo Hariravitasi, then Bhagavan Hari thought, I will go. It is addressed to me like that. So he has addressed Nirvishesha, but Sabhishesha Bhagavan only came. Okay? Who came actually? Stuti is totally Nirvishesha. Who comes? When he comes, it must be Vishesha only. It cannot be Nirvishesha. Okay? Now, suppose if you are doing japa, Narayana, 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 continuously you are doing japa, what will happen to you? Purusharana, if you do it continuously, Narayana, 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 eyes closed, what will happen? Tell me.
It will be uttering automatically sometimes.
You will sleep. First you will sleep. If you don't sleep also, the sound will stop. You will remain without sleeping, but almost in sleep condition you will remain. In Tamil they say, sleepless sleep. Tungamal tungi. Without nidra, you are in a state of nidra. When you are doing japa, it will definitely happen. If you do meditation, it should definitely happen. Sometimes you sleep, but sometimes you may not sleep. So it is laya. It is natural, it is no problem actually. It's not a big crime actually. The mind has become shanta. Mind has become shanta, okay. So whenever you are doing saguna upasana, automatically it takes you to nirguna upasana. Whenever you do bhakti increase, and 100% bhakti means what? Bhagavan has filled you. That is what is called jnana. Sa vidya tanmatiryaya. Tat karma yat haritosham. That is karma which will make Bhagavan happy. I do something which makes Bhagavan happy. I do some help to you. Yes, he has done some good thing. Bhagavan will be happy about it. And my mind is filled with Bhagavan. That is called vidya, knowledge. Not this, all the technical people, the Pandits and all these people, those who know, who understand what is the philosophy, it needs a lot of purity. To understand this philosophy, they need a lot of purity. Okay? So, you should go to a guru, they say, what is the qualification of a guru? Samitpanihi, sa gurumeva abhigaccheti, samitpanihi, shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Shrotriya means what? Apara Brahma Vidya is there, and Parabrahma Vidya, Akshara Vidya is also there. What is that? Veditavyam. Paracha. Dve Vidye Veditavye. Parachaiva Aparacha. Two Vidyas should be known. Para and Apara should be known. Okay? Apara Brahma Vidya is this all Karma Kanda, it's not nonsense. That is not told like that. Dve Vidye Veditavye, you should know. Para cha aparacha. Para chaiva aparacha. And sa gurumeva abhigaccheti shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Not kevala brahmanishtaha. Not shrotriyaha. Shrotriyascha brahmanishtascha. He should be a shrotriya. Studied actually. Vina Shastra Jnana he cannot explain. Vina Anubhuti Shastra will not be known. The more you study, the more the Shastra will reveal to you. Shastra has to reveal to you. The Shastra will open up to you. Hey, you are sincere means it will open. If you are not sincere, it will not open. It will remove. So Bhagavan, he made a stuti of Nirguna stuti and Saguna Bhagavan comes. And Nirguna stuti ends it, Narayana Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Akhila Guru. Not a partial Guru. Okay. Narayana Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. So here they say this. So this. Afterwards you see this. So Rikpiretam Yajurvihi Antariksham Samavihi Yattat Kaviyo Vedayanti Tam Omkarenaiva Ayatanena Anvedi Vidvane Yat Tati Shantam Ajaram Amridam Abhayam Param Chedi. Para also he will know. So Omkara Upasana, depending upon how much you are doing the Upasana, how much you are really interested in that. So ultimately what is our spiritual life? To what extent we are involved in this world. If you want something in this world plus Bhagavan, that is the Ekadesha Upasana. I want this world. People do yajna. They are all good people. Yajnikas are all very disciplined people. So they want worldly pleasures. They want bhukti and they want mukti. So that is called Akara Upasana, Ukara Upasana, Makara Upasana. We all come under that category only. Total Vairagya is not there. Vairagya is not hatred. Mind is not going there. Mind is not naturally interested. Okay? You cannot shun away this. I don't want, you cannot say that will pull you. So this you have to increase. This bhakti has to increase. So the bhakti will automatically throw it away. You cannot run away from worldly things. We should know this definitely. You cannot just, I will not do. It will make you do it. So this you have to increase. Automatically the other will go. If there is watery milk is there, how to make it more milk? Keep on pouring more milk into that. The water content will less. 50 water, 50 milk. You keep on pouring more into milk. 60 milk, 40 water. 70 milk, 40 water. 80 milk, 40. 99% milk, 1% water it will come. So only thing is we have to increase this. Bhakti sadhana, our sadhana we have to increase. Automatically the other thing will be wiped out. Otherwise you cannot shun that actually. Those who shun that way, they become yoga brashta only. Because after some time they will get involved into all these things. So this you have to keep on increasing. The other thing we should try to avoid, but this should increase actually. So that is what is told here. Akara upasana, makara upasana, akara, ukara, makara upasana means the percentage increases. And anuswara upasana. So automatically this takes you to the ultimate goal. Okay, is it clear? You think about it actually. Because normally people don't tell like this, they say blah blah blah, something like that. This is all technical language. Akara upasana means what is akara upasana? Those days they were familiar with this, yajnas and other things, so it is understandable. Now you don't have any of these practices. So how far we are able to spiritualize our mind? The more the mind becomes spiritual, automatically the other things will go away. I don't have much interest. Compared to those days, you will be less involved. But if you get involved into that, it will pull you more. So don't get involved, but if you increase this, the more you increase. All these things, going to the temple, doing pradakshina, doing japa, all these doing bath in the Ganges sincerely, all these things are good actually. Doing rituals, pujas, japa, comparatively japa and little alone, little study of scriptures, daily parayana. Daily parayana is good actually. Swadhyaya is not trying to understand the meaning. Swadhyaya means study only. Bhagavad you keep on studying. Every day 3 chapter, 4 chapter. Then in 6th chapter if you study, it will be over in 60 days. And then again study, again study, again study. The Veda also they will keep on repeating it actually. Daily Parayana they will do. Bhagavad daily Parayana, Ramayana daily Parayana, Bhagavad Gita daily Parayana. All the stotras. All the stotras you can do. One by one, one by one, one by one. So that spiritual practice will slowly drive away all other things. So the Saguna will take you, automatically you will land in Nirguna. There is no other Nirguna you cannot understand, Nirakara you cannot understand, Sakara only we can understand. Without Bhagavan's Vigraha, how will you do puja? At least you want water, at least you want a Deepa. The Deepa only we will worship. Even Vaidika puja, they will do it in the Deepa. Picture may not be there. Otherwise we have to go to temple and do Upasana. That Upasana should be for, even for worldly things also okay. I want all the worldly benefits. I want my son to be healthy. I want my wife to be good. I should have a child. All these things are okay. It's not bad. We don't have those needs. We have, our needs are only Bhagavan, make me pure. Like that. You're ready, you have to practice. Okay? So next chapter we will see tomorrow. Rahugrasta divakarendra sadrisho maya samachhadanat sanmatra karanopasambharanato yo bhut sushupta puman pragaswapsamidi prabodha samaye ya pratyabhijñāyate tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye namayidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye बाल्यादिष्वपि जाग्रदादिषु तथा सर्वास्ववस्थास्वपि व्यावृत्तास्वनुवर्तमानम् अहमित्यन्तःस्फुरन्तं सदा स्वात्मानं प्रकटीकरोति भजतां यो मुद्रया भद्रया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये विश्वं पश्यति कार्यकारणतया स्वस्वामि सम्बन्धतः शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव पितृपुत्राद्यात्मना भेदतः स्वप्ने जागृति वा एष पुरुषो मायापरिभ्रामितः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये भूरम्बां शनलो अनिलो अम्बरमिहर्नाथो हिमांशुः पुमान् इत्याभादि चराचरात्मकमिदं यस्यैव मूर्त्यष्टकम् नान्यत्किञ्चन विद्यते विमृशतां यस्मात् परस्माद् विभोः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये सर्वात्मत्वमिति स्फुटीकृतमिदं यस्मात् अमुष्मिंस्तवे तेनास्य श्रवणात् तथा अर्थमननात् ध्यानाच्च संकीर्तनात् सर्वात्मत्व स्याद् ईश्वरत्वं स्वतः सिद्धेत् तत्पुनरष्टधा परिणतं चैश्वर्यमव्याहृतम् ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम्